Hello, beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a great night. Excuse the robe. I was not gonna come on here. Honestly, I have a lot of anxiety at the moment, and so much so that I took off all my paint from my nails and I chewed off one of my nails. So that kind of sucks, but my guides were telling me to come on here because somebody needs to hear something. So hopefully I relay the message that you need to hear. The Tower reversed. The Three of Cups reversed. The King of Cups. When the Tower appears reversed in a spread, it can indicate that one is aware of the disaster that awaits them. It is helpless to change the situation. The only option is to surrender, survive, and accept the change that will forge a new, more positive path. Might not feel like it might be positive. Possibly because of this. When reversed, the Three of Cups can signify overindulgence, especially with alcohol or drugs, and a lack of self-control. It can be an attempt to escape from an unpleasant aspect of one's life. However, self-destructiveness and avoidance will only make the problems worse in the long run. And utilize this tower. The King of Cups can be yours. The King of Cups is strong, wise, patient, honorable, and kind. The King is highly intuitive and compassionate, but he keeps his emotions balanced in order to rule in the fair and just manner of a king. He is an intelligent and diplomatic leader, able to diffuse tension and keep peace. He sits on a throne of reeds with one leg in the water and one firmly on a rock. So I feel like I want to give you the best possible advice for this. Because let's be honest, substance abuse is never an easy feat. There's always something behind it. So, whatever traumas that you have been served or have had to deal with, it's never going to be easy to fully live with the things that have happened to us, because there's always that anxiety of potentially it happening again. And I can't say that it's not going to happen again. I'm not a future or fortune teller. I'm just here to give you advice on things that are happening recent past, now, and possible future, just with the steps that you take now, really. With the advice that I'm giving you now is what you do with it. So I can't tell you that I'm gonna give you this King of Cups and you're gonna be super strong and you're gonna be a decisive individual that knows exactly what they're gonna be doing, especially sober, because it's gonna be hard. But I do know that if you do stay strong and you are decisive about this decision, good things can happen. And it might not even be anything that's like, it might not even be something as like, Schedule 1 substances. It could be even down to drinking too many Red Bulls and you get anxiety, and that might be why I had a gut-wrenching feeling. 1 second, my pups are needing a drink. They're all having their turn. They're still good babies. They're still good papas. That might have been why I peeled off all my paint on my nails, because, I was really feeling some bad anxiety. Not too much now, because I feel like I'm getting it out. Okay. Hopefully I don't have to cut all those out. It might have been a little loud. But and so maybe you need to hear my understanding that I have come to recently about some mental illness. I know that there are some things that you cannot treat, or, let me explain. So, I feel like some things are just signs to show you that, yes, you are on Earth, and that's what's giving your anxiety, but you're a celestial being. Sorry for all my... I'm getting ahead of myself, but anyway, you are a celestial being, and I feel like we all have a piece of God, or the universe, or whatever. We are star seeds. We are a part of the universe, and that scares the crap out of us sometimes. And that's why we get our anxieties and possible psychosis, because sometimes it is this is not an easy place to get used to. Like, this is a mean place, really. I mean, I just went to see my dad in Las Vegas, and I highly suggest you don't go there. um, it's just not a nice place, and you know, I had not a full blown, but I was fighting a panic attack the whole way home. My elbows and my hands were numb, like, until we got back to Salt Lake, at least. And I don't know. It was not that anything crazy happened. It just, like, the energy that is there, you just want to leave. And when you're put in a spot where you can't just immediately leave, you get an icky feeling and you start getting anxiety, panic attacks, and it's just not very fun. But I feel like that's just it's you needing to ground yourself, because you are on Earth. And yes, it's going to be tough to feel the earthly realm and not be scared sometimes. But you are very, very strong. You're a lot stronger than you think or feel. Just when you're in that fight or flight phase, breathe. It really does help. I have a fight or flight response as well. I used to get really bad anxiety and it would just overtake me. Like I said, I was able to kind of not really suppress, but breathe through that panic attack and understand that I was able to understand that I felt like my safety was at risk, and that it is now not at risk, and you are okay. Because when your trauma response starts to decline, some people have a really hard time regulating it back to normal. It'll just keep going down and down and get worse and worse. And if you are interested in some sort of therapy, I do neurofeedback therapy. Look into that. It's a really good therapy. You don't have to get into the whole talking out all of your feelings if you don't want to. I do suggest to trust the person that you're letting administer this neurofeedback therapy. I'm sure it helps the process a lot easier. It did with me. But yeah. I know that talking it out isn't always a way for people to heal. Sometimes there is possibly a wire that's not totally in the place that it needs to be, and neurofeedback therapy does help with that. But anyway, That is all I'm really getting for the tarot and intuition part of that. Okay, oracle card. So it's really funny. While I was shuffling the cards, I was thinking about thanking you guys for helping me calm down. I'm happy that I reached out. Card 12. Reach out. I reach out my hand and my heart to connect to and unite all of humanity. We possess unique gifts that we need to develop and share with the world. Whether you are aware of your gifts or not, by reaching out to others and sharing your experiences, hopes, and dreams, as well as your fears, you will begin to understand your specific dreams. You will begin to understand your specific gifts and their purpose in this world. Maybe you don't know your dreams yet. You'll get there. With modern day technology, it is easy to reach out to others far across the globe, but do not overlook family and friends or the community that you live in. This card is asking you to open up your heart and connect to the people near and far. Share your talents and knowledge to help those in need. Communicate with like-minded souls and learn from those cultures and belief systems that are different from yours. Expand your world by expanding your heart. It is time to set aside your differences and connect to others on a soul level in order to spread love, compassion, tolerance, hope, and solidarity between all cultures and races. Only by joining together you can build a brighter future for all concerned. Do not isolate yourself, for your life will only truly have meaning when you share it with others. That was absolutely beautiful now, wasn't it? Okay. I think that's going to conclude your guys' reading for tonight. Thank you so much for that. I think I needed to hear that as well. If you guys like this video, I would appreciate a like. And if you could let me know down below in the comments if I did a good job or not, I would really appreciate it. And if you like me or my content, I highly suggest you subscribe. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I love you.